Training camp is where
Alright, we're reacting to this video, bro. We're reacting to this video. What's up? Yes. Yes.
Training camp is where every Clash Royale champion's journey begins, and honestly, if you skip the fundamentals here, you're basically signing up for a lifetime membership to Trophy Hell. And trust me, that's not a club you want to join. This basic stone battlefield looks intentionally boring because the developers wanted you to focus on learning elixir management, tower targeting, and card deployment without getting distracted by pretty decorations. You get 12 starting cards, including the holy trinity of Knight, Archers, and Giant. Cards that are basically the Avengers of Clash Royale, and will carry you to Legendary if you actually learn how to use them instead of just dropping them randomly and hoping for the best.
Yep, that's very true. That is actually very true.
The Giant you're probably ignoring right now? Yeah, that big slow guy will be your best friend when you finally understand that this
I don't know. What is Giant's percentage rate?
game isn't about who has the flashiest cards, it's about who makes the fewest dumb mistakes. Goblin Stadium is where you meet the green guys who look harmless but are actually scheming to ruin your opponent's entire day. And honestly, that energy is kind of iconic. This Goblin-themed stadium looks like what would happen if a weapon store exploded in the middle of a fantasy convention, and the goblins and spear goblins you unlock here aren't just cute little guys running around for entertainment value. These are the foundation of bait strategies that even pro players use to absolutely demolish opponents who think expensive cards automatically win games. Learning swarm tactics and low elixir cycling here is like learning to drive stick shift. It seems unnecessary until you realize it gives you way more control than the automatic players who just spam whatever's in their hand. Bone Pit is basically Clash Royale's way of saying, hey, remember when you thought this game was simple? Yeah, about that. This spooky graveyard arena looks like Halloween threw up all over a battlefield, and requiring 400 plus trophies means you've officially graduated from complete noob to slightly less clueless noob. The skeleton army you unlock here will teach you that sometimes the best defense is just throwing a bunch of bones at the problem, while the bomber introduces you to area damage, which is a fancy way of saying one troop that can handle multiple problems. The tombstone isn't just a creepy building that spawns skeletons, it's your first lesson in building placement, which separates players who know what they're doing from players who place buildings like they're playing digital Jenga while blindfolded. Barbarian Bowl is where Clash Royale turns you into a tactical genius or exposes you as someone who thinks strategy means drop everything at once and pray to RNGesus. This rugged warrior arena looks like a gladiator pit designed by people who definitely skipped anger management classes, and requiring 800 plus trophies means you're starting to take this mobile game way too seriously. The barbarians you unlock here will become your best friends for dealing with those annoying players who think Prince charging alone is a legitimate strategy. Spoiler alert, it's not. The Expo introduction is basically Clash Royale asking, do you want to learn siege warfare, or do you want to keep mindlessly rushing the bridge like it's
I hate siege warfare.
Black Friday? Honestly, if you're still scared of the Expo, you're not ready for the psychological warfare that happens in higher arenas. Pekka's Playhouse looks like what would happen if robots took over a volcano. And requiring 1,000 plus trophies means you've officially entered I play this game way too much territory. The Pekka you unlock here is basically a walking tank that either destroys everything or gets distracted by a single skeleton. There's no middle ground. And honestly, that's peak big robot energy. This dark mechanical arena teaches you about big spell value, which is a fancy way of saying sometimes you need to commit 7 elixir to a push and pray your opponent doesn't have the perfect counter ready. The Tesla teaches you about defensive building timing, though let's be real, most players just drop it randomly and hope it targets the right thing. If you're still scared of expensive cards because what if they counter it, this arena forces you to grow a backbone and commit to plays like the confident mobile gamer you're pretending to be. Spell Valley is where Clash Royale basically hands you a magic.
Spell Valley is where I think you're actually learning the most. And you guys may be like, yo, like, bro, what are you guys talking about, bro? That's not where you learn the most. Like, this might be the place where, like, every single beginner, like, hasn't, like, played on the other account, bro. Like, hasn't ever, like, done, like, Clash Royale, bro. Starts to play. like actually starts to play.
Wand and says, figure out how not to accidentally curse yourself. Requiring 400 plus trophies and featuring that iconic purple river, this mystical arena looks like someone mixed a potion lab with a battlefield, and honestly, that's exactly what happens to your strategy once you unlock spells like Zap and Poison. Zap becomes your get out of jail free card for when opponents drop Skeleton Army or try to Inferno Tower your push into oblivion. The Ice Wizard introduction is basically Clash Royale saying, here's a legendary card that will either make you feel like a strategic...
Whoa. When was this video made? 3 weeks. Do you get Ice Wizard in Spell Valley? Yeah, he's unlocked on Spooky Town. What are you talking about?
Mastermind, or expose that you have no idea what crowd control means. This arena separates players who understand that spells aren't just for finishing off towers from players who waste their fireball on a single musketeer like elixir grows on trees. Builder's Workshop is where Clash Royale tests whether you can think more than one move ahead, or if you're still playing like you're in a chaotic button-mashing competition. Requiring 700 plus trophies, this busy workshop with cogs and construction equipment is perfect because you're basically building your strategic foundation here, or failing spectacularly while your elixir collector gets rocketed for the 3rd time in a row. The Mortar introduction is Clash Royale's way of asking, do you want to learn siege warfare, or do you want to keep mindlessly rushing the bridge? The log becomes your new best friend for dealing with swarm pushes, plus it has the satisfying bonus of literally rolling over your problems like they're bowling pins. If you're still treating matches like individual skirmishes instead of long-term strategic campaigns, this arena will humble you faster than a lightning spell on your 3 musketeers. Royal Arena is where Clash Royale puts on a fancy suit and says, congratulations, you've made it to the big leagues, now prepare to get absolutely wrecked by people who actually know what they're doing. Requiring 2,000 plus trophies, this majestic battlefield with royal banners screams, you've made it! But the princess you unlock here will teach you that legendary cards don't automatically make you legendary at the game. 3 Musketeers represent the ultimate high-risk, high-reward play. They either steamroll your opponent or get fireballed into oblivion while you cry about your elixir disadvantage. The Royal Giant becomes your introduction to win conditions, though calling anything royal.
If you guys aren't using this and like you're in this arena, start using it, bro. This might be your best friend, bro. If you actually learn how to use this, bro, this is going to be your best friend.
That just walks slowly toward towers feels like false advertising. This arena historically marked the transition to serious play, which is mobile game speak for this is where your social life officially dies. Frozen Peak looks like Elsa decided to redecorate a battlefield, and requiring 2,300 plus trophies means you're deep in the I've memorized every card interaction phase of your Clash Royale addiction. The ice cards you unlock here will either make you feel like a strategic mastermind or convince you that you need to uninstall the game and take up checkers instead. Ice Spirit becomes the MVP of cheap cycling. It's basically a 1 elixir solution to way too many problems, which honestly feels like cheating, but in a good way. The free spell is pure evil in card form. Nothing tilts opponents harder than having their entire push frozen at the worst possible moment. Ice Golem teaches you about mini tanks, though calling...
Holy moly, this thing sucks, bro. Like, I've literally thought of every single win condition, and this might be the worst one, bro. I don't even think like this could be called a win condition, bro. This is the buttest card ever, bro. Like alone, you're never gonna see the Ice Golem. He's only used for Hog 2.6, bro. This guy's Hog Dog, bro.
Something that dies to a light breeze, a tank is optimistic at best. If you're still trying to overwhelm opponents with bigger pushes instead of better timing, this arena will teach you that sometimes the coldest plays are the smartest plays. Jungle Arena is where Clash Royale says, hey, remember when reaching Arena 7 felt impossible? Well, now you need 2,600 trophies just...
Yo! This one right here is gonna kill you, bro. This is gonna kill you. This right here is gonna kill you. Me personally, the first time I ever played this game, I was stuck on Arena 9. And Arena 9 kills your ego, kills every single thing. They added Dark Goggins in this arena. GG's, bro.
Just to see some trees. The tropical vibes with treasure and tall trees are nice and all, but the Dart Goblin you unlock here represents the game's...
What did I tell you guys, bro? I remember especially the Dark Goblin because this was a new card. When I entered this arena, this was a new card. And every single person had it, bro. It was the most horrible card in the game if you were playing against it. The best card in the game if you were playing with it.
commitment to giving every card archetype a slightly different flavor. Because apparently, regular goblins weren't annoying enough. This arena teaches precision targeting mechanics, which is basically the difference between players who can actually aim their spells and players who fireball empty lanes by accident. The jungle theme is basically Clash Royale's way of saying, welcome to the wild, now survive or get eaten by better players.
Yup, like you gotta learn how to play. You actually have to learn how to play. You gotta choose your archetype. I think this is when you should choose your archetype, the main archetype you're gonna play.
At this point,
Beat down, cycle, hybrid, siege. You could play siege early, but siege, freaking. What's the other thing? Siege, control, bridge spam, like anything can be built with Dark Goggins, and this should be the time you should actually learn how to.
Casual players start getting filtered out harder than a TikTok algorithm, and you've officially joined the I Take Mobile Games Seriously club. Hog Mountain requires 3,000 trophies.
Oh my goodness, Hog Mountain. Oh, how I've missed you. I think Hog Mountain, I was the one terrorizing these kids, bro. Hog Mountain was super easy for me to get out, bro. I think I literally got elite bars Hog Mountain. When do you unlock elite bars? When do you unlock elite barbs? Yup, I was definitely terrorizing these kids, bro. Yo, I think Hog Mountain really made me like to really think, bro. Yo, I was terrorizing these kids, bro.
Which means you've officially spent more time thinking about elixir management than your actual life management. And honestly, that's a mood. The mountain setting with grassy fields and hog rider statues screams classic Clash Royale. Probably because at this point the developers realized that simple themes work better than trying to explain why robots and magic coexist in the same universe. This arena represents a significant milestone where you start encountering people who definitely have better gaming chairs than you, and you've learned that complaining about luck doesn't actually improve your win rate. Reaching this arena means you've survived hundreds of matches and can execute basic strategies without your brain shutting down under pressure. Electro Valley looks like someone decided medieval warfare...
Electro Valley, I was so excited to go in there, but... Isn't Electro Valley when you unlock... What is the first arena you unlock? I'm sorry guys, bro. I'm sorry for like searching up everything. Electro Valley, I think this is the first one where you like unlock legendaries. Yes, bro. I was super excited, but there's nothing. Like I literally have nothing in my deck that uses any Electro Valley cards, bro. Don't get too excited about this. This arena low-key kind of is made. It's literally made. Don't get excited about the flashy. Oh, I'm getting my first legendary.
Needed more RGB lighting, and requiring 3,400 plus trophies means you're basically in the I have no life outside this game territory. But hey, at least the electric aesthetic is pretty cool. The high-tech theme shows that Clash Royale isn't afraid to throw sci-fi into its fantasy soup, which is either creative genius or complete chaos depending on your perspective. This arena introduces advanced micromanagement.
Holy moly. I don't think I have any of these. Except Miner. Maybe Miner. Like, Miner is the only one that I'd say is worth it. Then maybe Log too. But I don't use Log that much. Log is low-key. It's a good card. Don't get me wrong. I use Log and Miner. That's all. That's maybe Princess sometimes too. He was, yeah, this guy. This guy sucks. This guy sucks. Broken, I would never use this card because literally, why would you ever use this card? I don't use this overcommitment. Dagger Dutch just sucks now. This card, this card, this card, and this card are half decent, but I won't use them.
Skills, which is a fancy way of saying you need to click buttons faster and more precisely than your opponents.
Yep.
Players at this level have mastered multiple deck archetypes, which means they can lose in various strategic ways instead of just one embarrassing way.
Yep.
Spooky Town at 3,800 plus trophies is where Clash Royale embraces its inner Halloween store, and honestly, the spooky theme is perfect because climbing beyond this point is genuinely terrifying.
Yep.
The haunted streets and spooky decorations create an atmosphere that matches how you feel when you realize you've been playing this game for 3 years and still get excited.
8 years. I think, like, the second time I came back, bro. Nah, the first time, low-key, yes. But the second time I came back, like, this is my account, like, right now. Like, the second time I came back, right, is, like, the account that I have right now. And when I got to Arena 12, bro, I breezed through that thing.
About virtual cards. This arena represents where advanced strategies become essential, which means you can't just wing it anymore and expect to climb. Players here have invested significant time mastering card interactions, and by significant time, we mean they've probably spent more hours on this mobile game than most people spend at their actual jobs. Rascal's Hideout requires 4,200...
Holy moly, this thing right here. No. This right here, best arena for cards.
Plus trophies and introduces you to the Rascals and Bandit, proving that Clash Royale's developers have a sense of humor about adding chaos to an already chaotic game. This mischievous hideout looks playful, but represents where dual lane pressure strategies become essential, which is basically the art of stressing out your opponent in multiple ways simultaneously. The tactical complexity here means you need to think several moves ahead, while your opponent is probably doing the same thing, creating a beautiful dance of mutual psychological warfare. If you've made it this far, you've officially crossed the line from casual mobile gamer to person who takes pocket-sized strategy games very seriously. Serenity Peak at 4,600 plus trophies has the most ironic name in Clash Royale because there's absolutely nothing serene about the level of competition you'll face here. The tranquil mountain setting is deceptively calm, like those meditation apps that promise inner peace but somehow make you more stressed about achieving enlightenment. Despite its peaceful appearance, this arena requires mastery of multiple deck archetypes and complex interactions that would make a chess grandmaster sweat.
Let me tell you, bro, like, if you master one archetype well, you're good enough, bro. I don't think you need to master, like, 17 archetypes. If you're good enough with one archetype, you should be able to, like, beat every single deck.
The contrast between the Zen aesthetics and the intense gameplay is basically Clash Royale trolling players who thought they could relax once they got good at the game. Miner's Mine at 5,000 plus trophies takes you underground, where the real gems are the players who've somehow maintained their sanity while climbing this high. The mining environment with carts and gems is fitting because you're basically excavating your way through increasingly skilled opponents who probably know your deck better than you do. This arena features the miner card and represents entry into the most competitive levels of play, where you'll start encountering fully leveled decks that cost more than some people's cards.
This is where you encounter pay-to-win people, yes.
The underground theme is perfect because by this point you've probably gone underground in terms of social interaction with the outside world. Executioner's Kitchen at 5,500 plus trophies is where things get medieval, literally and figuratively. This kitchen-themed arena introduces champions, though champions are actually available earlier in the progression now.
This is where I started, like, falling off. No, not really.
Which is basically Clash Royale saying, you thought regular cards were complicated? Hold my elixir. The Executioner theme is appropriate because this is where dreams of easy wins come to die, replaced by the harsh reality that everyone here has been grinding as long as you have. Champions add an entirely new layer of
the frick is this? Who's this? Okay, I know this guy, this guy. Who the frick is this guy? Who the frick is this guy? Who the frick is this guy? And who the frick is this guy? Who the fuck are you? Who the fudge are you, bro? Is that the Goblin King?
Complexity to the game, like trying to juggle while riding a unicycle that's also on fire. If you've reached this arena, you've demonstrated that you can handle multiple levels of strategic thinking without your brain melting. Royal Crypt at 6,000 plus.
Royal Crypt, right here. This is the arena that I stopped, like, I didn't stop playing Clash Royale. I said, like, yo, this is the arena where I, like, stopped, like, blasting through. Like, when I say blasting through, I don't mean, like, I was winning every single match like the pro was, like, the pro that got banned and, like, got back to his account. Like, I wasn't blasting through those things. I was, like, breezing through them. This right here, this will challenge your sanity, bro.
Trophies is where Clash Royale gets gothic and continues the champion progression system that's been evolving throughout recent updates. The Dark Royal atmosphere is perfect because you're basically entering the tomb of your former casual gaming self. What emerges is a highly competitive player who probably dreams in elixir cycles. Players here demonstrate mastery of champion abilities and complex timing that would make a Swiss watchmaker jealous. The Crypt theme is fitting because this is where your free time comes to rest in peace, replaced by an obsession with perfect card rotations and frame-perfect ability timing.
I think this is the part.
Silent Sanctuary.
This is the arena where, like, you start watching YouTube videos and you really start saying, like, how did they do this? I'm doing the same exact thing, but, like, I'm getting
6,500 plus trophies features Eastern aesthetics with cherry blossoms, creating a beautiful irony since there's nothing peaceful about the level of skill required here. This arena continues the champion progression system with additional strategic complexity that keeps evolving as Clash Royale updates its mechanics. The Zen theme is Clash Royale's way of mocking players who thought they could achieve inner peace through mobile gaming. This arena commonly sees level 15 cards, which means you're facing opponents whose decks are more maxed out than a luxury car with every possible upgrade. Dragon Spa at 7,000 plus trophies combines elegance with fierce competition, like a luxury resort where everyone's trying to destroy each other with digital cards.
This is right here. I was stuck right here. For like a long time I was stuck. Royal Dragon Spa, I mean, you will get stuck for like more than 1 month. And then you can go breeze by. Nope. Then you got Arena 20 after that, and then you got Arena 21, which I'm still stuck in.
The spa setting with golden dragon accents is beautiful, but don't let the relaxing theme fool you. Players here typically have full level 14 decks and the strategic knowledge to use them effectively. This arena represents approaching the highest permanent arenas, which means you're basically in the finals of a tournament that never ends. The luxury theme is appropriate because reaching this level requires a luxury that most people don't have: endless hours to perfect your mobile gaming skills. Bootcamp at 7,500 plus trophies is where Clash Royale gets serious with military training aesthetics, and honestly, you need military level discipline to compete here. Almost every deck is full.
Holy moly. This is the arena where I learned, yo, overcommitting will kill the game, bro. Overcommitting will kill your game. Will actually, like, murder it, stab it, and, like, gruesomely, like, poke a knife through it, bro. Overcommitment is never what you want to do, bro. Like, overcommitment will kill the game, bro. And that's something you can control, bro. You can learn how to control overcommitment. Ah, wait, I'm the first one to say this. You can learn how to control overcommitment, bro.
Level 14 by this point, which means the playing field is finally level, and victory comes down to pure skill rather than card levels. The military theme is perfect because this arena demands precision execution that would make a drill sergeant proud. If you've reached bootcamp, you've basically completed a master's degree in mobile strategy gaming, and your family probably hasn't seen you in months. Clash Fest at 8,000 plus trophies.
Oh my goodness. I'm in this arena. Not that hard. Honestly, it's not that hard. Like, compared to the other arenas, it's not that hard.
This is where Clash Royale throws a party to celebrate the fact that you've completely lost your mind over a mobile game. And honestly, we respect the commitment. The colorful, festive theme references Clash Royale's history, which at this point is basically your entire personal history since you started playing. This arena represents a celebration of reaching elite status while maintaining extremely competitive gameplay standards that would stress out a professional esports player. The festival theme is appropriate because reaching this level is definitely something worth celebrating, even if your friends don't understand why you're so excited about virtual cards. Pancakes at 8,500 plus trophies has the most chaotic
Holy moly. Sweet victory. This is where I want to reach.
Name. in Clash Royale, and honestly, it perfectly captures the absurdity of being this invested in a mobile game about cartoon battles.
Yep.
This whimsical arena filled with pancake stacks and syrup rivers creates the most striking contrast between visuals and skill level in the entire game. Despite looking like a Saturday morning cartoon, this arena features some of the most skilled players in the game, making it the ultimate example of don't judge a book by its cover. The breakfast theme is fitting because by this point, you've probably skipped more actual breakfast than you care to admit while grinding trophies. Legendary Arena at 9,500 plus trophies is where Clash Royale finally admits that you've achieved something genuinely impressive, even if that something is mastering a pocket-sized strategy game. The grand, sparkling aesthetics with legendary decorations are fitting because you've basically become a legend in the most niche way possible. This arena formerly represented the final milestone before they kept adding more arenas, proving that Clash Royale's developers understand that competitive players will never be satisfied with enough. Reaching legendary status means you've joined an elite club of people who take mobile gaming very seriously, and honestly, that's kind of awesome. Valhalla at 9,000 plus trophies.
Right here, this is it. This is the last arena.
Wait, this is lower than Legendary Arena. Clash Royale math is as confusing as their balance changes. Is named after the Viking afterlife where Valkyries choose worthy warriors. The Norse mythology theme is perfect because reaching this arena basically makes you a warrior in the most modern way possible, through superior elixir management and frame-perfect timing. This arena represents the pinnacle of permanent arena progression before entering the seasonal rotation, which means you've basically beaten Clash Royale's single-player progression and entered the endless multiplayer endgame. If you've reached Valhalla, you've officially transcended casual mobile gaming and entered a realm where your strategic thinking rivals actual military tacticians. Beyond 10,000 trophies, Clash Royale basically says, congratulations, you've completed our game. Now here's an endless rotation of themed arenas to keep you busy until the heat death of the universe. Thanks to the June 2025 Trophy Road rework, the entire system got a major overhaul that extended trophy progression and completely changed the end.
Whoa! What's happening here? What is happening here?
Game experience. Arena themes rotate monthly while maintaining the same competitive structure, because even the most dedicated players need visual variety to prevent complete mental breakdown. Trophy gains and losses scale to 150 per match, which means every battle feels like a championship game where your dignity is on the line. The seasonal system now includes partial trophy resets, keeping you in the 10,000, 12,000 range, seasonal badges for bragging rights, and unlocks ranked mode access at 15,000 trophies.
Yo, why did they do this, bro? This right here, bro, this pissed me off, bro. Like, why did you do that? That was so random too, bro. Like, I was actually enjoying the ranked mode. It gave me like free rewards, bro. No, they just, bro, they just hate like every single player, bro. I swear they hate every single player, bro. The season shop, bro. The freaking market, bro. Back when the events were happening, bro. Took it off. Chest, took it off. Ranked, took it off. I swear that I can't progress with this game without me going crazy, bro.
Because apparently 10,000 plus wasn't exclusive enough. At this point, you're not just playing Clash Royale, you're living Clash Royale. And honestly, if you've made it this far, you deserve both respect and a wellness check. Training camp is...
Yes. That was actually a good video. Subscribe to Rog Hider, bro. I can literally tell you guys, bro. I forgot to hit the bell, bro. Yes. Subscribe to this guy.